Who doesn't love a good hot dog? Whether it's just a simple grilled sausage snuggled between a soft bun, or a chili cheese dog loaded with a generous dose of chili and a gooey waterfall of melted cheese, there's just so much to love about this simple street snack. But most importantly, hot dogs are the quintessential comfort food of Americans, and that's for a fact. And you'd be shocked to find out that there are over 20 hot dog varieties across America. Today, we're not just talking about your run-of-the-mill hot dogs. We're diving headfirst into the delicious world of the most unique and mouth-watering hot dogs that define the United States. So, grab a seat, loosen your belt a notch, because we're about to embark on a wild and tasty ride across America. The Windy City Dog, Chicago. Legend has it that the Chicago dog was born out of a need for a quick and tasty meal during the Great Depression. Back in the 1920s, vendors started selling hot dogs in the bustling streets of Chicago, and the city's love affair with this particular creation began. And like they say, the rest is history. Now, Chicagoans keep it real with the poppy seed bun, cozying up to an all-beef frankfurter. But what makes this dog strut its stuff are the toppings. A neon green relish that could double as a beacon, diced onions for that satisfying crunch, yellow mustard, a pickle spear, tomato slices, and a sprinkle of celery salt for that herbal kick. Also, here's a pro tip. Asking for ketchup on your hot dog here is like starting a food fight at a fancy dinner party. Locals take their hot dogs seriously, which means ketchup is a no-no. Let's say it's a city where ketchup and hot dogs have an unspoken agreement to stay apart. So if you're feeling rebellious, maybe save the ketchup for your fries. The BBQ Behemoth, Kansas City. The BBQ Behemoth is a hot dog that's just as bold as the city itself. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about this hot dog? Well, this is not your average hot dog. It's a meaty masterpiece that puts Kansas City on the map for more than just jazz. Imagine sinking your teeth into a hearty beef frank, perfectly grilled to unleash its juicy goodness. But wait, there's more. Piled high on top of that frank is a mountain of succulent pulled pork. Yes, you heard me right. Pulled pork on a hot dog. It's a game changer. Now, the real magic happens when that smoky barbecue sauce comes into play. A symphony of sweet, tangy, and smoky flavors. Next, crispy fried onions go into the mix, adding to that perfect crunch. And as you savor each bite of the BBQ Behemoth, you'll understand why Kansas City is hailed as the barbecue capital of the world. It's not just a hot dog, it's a celebration of the rich barbecue traditions that have been passed down through generations. But just be prepared to get a little messy, because the BBQ Behemoth hot dog is a hands-on experience. Cream cheese hot dog, Seattle. Now, let's dive into the deliciously unexpected world of hot dogs in Seattle, where they've decided to throw cream cheese into the mix. Yes, you heard it right, cream cheese on a hot dog. It might sound like a roller coaster, but trust me, it's a flavor adventure worth taking. Seattleites have a thing for cream cheese here, and they're not afraid to show it. So, if you haven't tried it, then are you really a local? The Seattle Hot Dog Classic is a perfectly grilled beef frank, oozing with flavor and a generous smear of creamy cream cheese. The creaminess of the cheese, meeting with the smokiness of the grilled frank, creates that perfect flavor mix that just feels too good. You might wonder, why cream cheese on a hot dog? Well, the story goes that it all started in the 80s when a few Seattle hot dog vendors decided to think outside the bun. I mean, outside the box. They wanted something unique, something that would set their hot dogs apart from the rest of the country. Voila! The cream cheese hot dog was born. So, if you're a cream cheese enthusiast, then Seattle is your one-stop hot dog city. The Street Cart Classic, New York. If you've ever strolled through the bustling streets of the Big Apple, you've likely spotted those iconic hot dog carts, standing high and proud and ready to tackle your hunger. So, what's the fuss about this New York City classic? Well, you've got a grilled beef frank, not too fancy, not too plain, just right, nestled in a soft bun. It's like a handheld slice of heaven. And then you have the toppings. We're talking sauerkraut and a smear of mustard. But don't let the simplicity fool you. This combo is a balance of savory and tangy that hits the spot without overwhelming your taste buds. Here's an insider tip. If a street vendor yells, "dirty water dogs," don't panic. It's just a local term for the boiling water the dogs are cooked in. Coney Island dog, Detroit. You might be wondering, why Coney Island? Isn't that in New York? Well, yes, but Detroit decided to put its own spin on things. They took the Coney Island concept and turned it into a masterpiece. It's like Detroit said, we've got cars, Motown, and now we've got the Coney Island dog. Beat that. Here's the scoop on the origin story. The Coney Island dog isn't named after the famous amusement park, but after Coney Island in New York. The story goes that Greek immigrants, who were the culinary maestros behind this creation, were inspired by the hot dogs they found on Coney Island. They brought the concept to Detroit and added their own magic touch, and the rest is delicious history. So, what makes the Coney Island dog so special? Well, it's all about the chili. No, not just any chili. It's beanless and beefy and ladled generously over a grilled beef frank. Now, don't forget the toppings. Diced onions are sprinkled on top and the mustard goes in. Some varieties even use ground beef heart in the chili mix, along with spices like cumin, celery seed, and more. The Southern SLO Dog Atlanta. Let's head down to the heart of the South, Atlanta, where hot dogs take a detour into the realm of Southern comfort. The star of the show, the Southern SLO Dog, a juicy grilled beef frank cradled in a soft bun, dressed to impress with a heap of creamy coleslaw, a drizzle of tangy barbecue sauce, and a sprinkle of crispy bacon bits. Now, the Southern SLO Dog isn't just a dish, it's a cultural experience. It embodies the warmth and hospitality of the South, where folks gather, share stories, and indulge in good food. It's the kind of hot dog that brings people together, whether you're at a summer cookout, a family reunion, or just enjoying a lazy Sunday afternoon. Los Angeles hot dog. Imagine sinking your teeth into a beef frank snuggled in a pretzel bun, like a hot dog that just stepped out of a spa day. But wait, there's more. It's topped with avocado slices, diced tomatoes, and a sprinkle of microgreens. Now, I know what you're thinking. Avocado on a hot dog? Isn't that reserved for salads and Instagram posts? Well, in LA, they've taken avocado to new heights, proving that everything is better with a little bit of that green goodness. As you sink your teeth into the Hollywood hot dog, you might find yourself imagining you're at an exclusive rooftop party overlooking the city lights. It's the kind of hot dog that makes you feel like a VIP, even if you're just standing on a street corner. After all, this hot dog is practically Hollywood royalty. The Jazzed Up Jambalaya Dog, New Orleans. In the heart of New Orleans is where you would find the hot dog masterpiece, the Jazzed Up Jambalaya Dog. Just imagine the feel of sinking your teeth into a juicy beef frank and your taste buds are hit with a burst of flavor, a Cajun party in your mouth. This ain't your run-of-the-mill hot dog. It's a perfect blend of different flavors and textures. The headliner, spicy jambalaya piled high on that beefy base, a rich mix of rice, sausage, and a secret blend of Creole spices. Now, let's talk heat. No, I don't mean the weather. We're talking about the kind of spice that makes you break a little sweat. The Jazzed Up Jambalaya Dog doesn't hold back on the kick, packing more heat than a Louisiana summer. But fear not. If you're not ready to dance with the spicy devil, just ask for a side of cooling sauce. Half-smoked hot dog, Washington, D.C. Forget what you know about regular hot dogs. The half-smoked hot dog is DC's street food claim to fame. So, what's the deal with the half-smoked? Picture a beef and pork frank sizzling on the grill until it's half-cooked, hence the name. It's got that perfect balance of smokiness and juiciness that makes every bite a savory adventure. But the real magic? It's all in the toppings. DC locals take their half-smoked game seriously. You've got your classic mustard and onions, but the real showstopper is the chili. We're talking a hearty, spicy chili that takes this hot dog to a whole new level. Now, brace yourself for a bit of controversy. Coleslaw. Yes, some folks swear by a generous slathering of creamy coleslaw on top of their crunchy, cool contrast to the smoky warmth of the dog. And let me tell you, it works like a charm. Here's a pro tip for you. Head to one of the local spots that have been perfecting the half-smoked game for years. Places like Ben's Chili Bowl, where you're not just getting a hot dog, you're getting a piece of DC history. Red Snapper, Maine. We're about to dive into the delicious world of the Maine Red Snapper, a hot dog that's as iconic as the Rocky Shores themselves. Now, first things first, forget about any mental images of a vibrant tropical fish. In Maine, the Red Snapper is all about hot dogs, not underwater critters. What makes these dogs stand out? Well, it is its vibrant red color, which it's gotten from a special dye that's added to the casing during the sausage making process. They're served with whichever toppings you like. In this case, the signature dog is all about the meat itself versus a particular combination of toppings. And here's a quirky fact. Locals have their own way of ordering. If you want the whole thing, the Red Snapper with the works, you ask for it all around. That means you're getting the full Maine hot dog experience, red casing and all. What's your favorite hot dog?